In today's video, we're going to see if Claude AI can actually generate an executive summary that is on brand, because I see a lot of these slides being generated and they all look a little bit the same. I must say that AI look and feel, you can sort of see it. You can sense it when someone has generated slides with AI. So what if we want to generate slides that actually look on brand and use a corporate template? So what we're going to do is we're going to take one simple prompt and we're going to use it in a blank presentation to see what it comes up with. And then we're going to use it in a branded presentation or a corporate template. I'm going to use one of my templates and sort of try to steer it to get that effect that we want. So you can't basically see that it's AI generated. Okay, so to start off, this is going to be the prompt that we use. What we see in the yellow, that's going to be our prompt, let's say. So create a one slide executive summary for a presentation. And everything in white, that's going to be the content of the slide. So what we have is we have a main message, one to two sentence summary. Then we have the key insights, 4 points. And then we have a takeaway from the slides. So this is what we're going to throw into Claude and see how it works. And first of all, we're going to do that in a blank presentation. So here you can see I have nothing. This is just a simple blank presentation, no template, nothing. You can see there's no themes, there's no colors, there's no, if I go to the colors, you can see this is just the standard version. And I'm going to throw in the prompt here. So this is the exact same prompt and I'm going to run it. And then we're going to see what it sort of comes up with and if it actually generates something that looks nice. And of course, I'll just speed up that process and look at the end result. So here we have the outcome. Now on the left side, you can see two outcomes because first of all, it generated this slide that you can see on the screen. So we have that executive summary. So I didn't give it any input on brand guidelines, on style or whatever. It just generated this from scratch. So what we have is we have a text field, executive summary. We have that sentence, so our main message. Then we have the key insights in 4 boxes, which I think looks nice. And then we have the takeaway. And then some element on the left to sort of give it some brand feel, I think. What I notice on this slide is that we have a lot of white space. So it's using that white space, but it's not functional white space. This is just leaving empty room on the slide and trying to cram everything, which is already quite condensed, cram everything into a corner. So we don't want that. That is why I've added the second prompt. So I just duplicated the slide and then asked it to adjust slide number 2 and use the full width and the full real estate of the slide. So I don't want you to leave unnecessary white space. White space is good, but only if it sort of clarifies the message. So don't leave them on the slide, but maybe more in between the objects so everything becomes more clear and easy to understand for the audience. Adjust it on slide number 2 and leave, that was a voice, the voice message, and leave slide 1 intact so we can compare it. And this was basically the second generation that it came up with. So here we can see we're using that full screen real estate, which is already pretty good. Everything is maybe crammed a bit too much in the corners, but I sort of already like where this is going. So I think this is pretty good and pretty decent slide. Now, of course, if you want to change this to your branding, this becomes a bit difficult because now it has generated like a different color palette. Maybe it is on brand, maybe it's not. But also if I look at this text box, for example, it has not used any of these colors. So if I now click that color, you see it's now selected. And if I go to this one, you see it's not using that. So that makes it very tricky if you want to make modifications or if you want to incorporate that in your slide deck because it doesn't know what to connect with what, so it will never be on brand. Also for slide layout, it didn't do too much. It made a dark version, that is good, but it used that title slide for this one. So also, this might give you some troubles if you throw that into a different template later on. But overall, I'm pretty happy and satisfied with the result that it came up with. From a functional point of view, this might be a little bit more tricky. So what we'll do now is we'll open up one of my templates and sort of throw in that same prompt with a little bit of an extra in it. So here we have the exact same prompt. What we're going to do is I'm going to add a bit extra. So analyze my slide deck. I'm going to give it my entire slide deck and think about my brand guidelines. So use the theme colors, fonts, and accent colors from the presentation and from the theme that we've set up. So our corporate presentation template. Then I want you to also look at the hundreds of demo slides and sort of look at the shape styles from slides 69 to 75. So you can apply the exact same style. I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. So here we are in my template. And what you can see is that if I go to the overview, I have hundreds of slides and demo slides available in. When I refer to slide 69 to 70, I'm talking about this card design. So I know that if I go to here, I have these cards that are being used, some with outline fills, some with solid fills. And I think that looks really nice. Let's say that's your brand. I wanted to use that. So since we're working with those 4 cards and in the previous generation, it also used those cards. So I sort of wanted him to use that. And that is exactly what I've done. So I've thrown it here into Claude. So create that exact same prompt, also with that bottom part. So analyze my slide deck, etc. I just added one more thing. Sorry, I'll put that on full screen. added one more thing, like add a new slide on top of the presentation as slide number 1. And then it has actually come up with this version here. So this is the executive summary that it has used. So in here we have the title, which is now using that heading font, which is pretty good. So that is using the standard body fonts as well. So it's using the heading and the body fonts in a correct, consistent way. If I look at the elements, it's using the accent color. So also for the keywords, since it's sort of looked at that executive summary, and if you scroll through the slides, you see that I'm using that keyword, that highlighted keyword everywhere in the demo slides. So it's also creating that for this version, which I think is really good. So we have 3 blocks. We have the main message, key insights, and then the key takeaway. I think nicely structured. Here it has taken one of the fills and then the 3 outline versions. So you can choose whichever one you want to highlight. Let's say you want to highlight the first one as well. Well, you can easily just shift it and get that really nice result. Now, the coolest thing about all of this is that if you're using a good corporate template, what you can do is you can just turn this one, for example, apply to selected slides. You can turn this into a dark version, or you can turn this into a light version. And because it is using, I can do it for the entire deck, by the way, so I can change everything to dark, the entire slide, or everything to that purple color, which I think looks really cool. So you can change in between those light and dark modes if you want. And this also works because you're using that branded content, you're using that branded template. And if you give a little bit of an instruction in your prompt, well, you can actually generate some pretty cool slides with it. So hopefully this makes it a little bit clear that you want to use a corporate template, or you want to sort of work with these brand guidelines in place. Because if you're going to copy one of the slides to your deck, I'll probably show you that as well. So if I were to take this one and I copy it and I throw it into my corporate template, you see this is messing things up entirely because it's taking that title layout. So it's throwing in a lot of the objects because it has taken that title layout. So if we go to title only, for example, we could start to get our way with it. So that really shows you the importance of understanding your slide master and being able to make it work for you. And that is exactly why I have my PowerPoint Foundations program, where I teach you all about the slide master. So if you're interested in that, check the link in the description below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.